Here's the challenge. So many pops for 2015, and I have to pick 5. What are they going to be? Hey kids, Glenn here, and as a final send-off to 2015, I am going to go over my top 5 Funko Pops for 2015. Now, a couple of ground rules before I get to the 5 pops. Number 1, these are pops that I received in 2015 and were released in 2015. So some of the older pop figures that I got this year do not count. They have to be released in 2015. Number 2, I actually have these pops. Some pops that I bought earlier in the year I sold or traded or gave away. And there were some great pop figures that came out this year. 2015 really, as far as the quality of pop figures, really has beaten all the other years that pop figures have been coming out. So 2015, a great year. Really hard to break it down to 5, but let's check it out. My top 5 pops for 2015. Number 5. Coming in at number 5 is from the Pop Movies line. I just reviewed this recently. This is Zombie Ed from Shaun of the Dead. I just love the way it looks. I dig the fact that the box also is bloody there. And he just looks great, especially for a character that only really appears in the last 5 minutes of the movie. I really dig this pop a lot. I love pops, and I've said this before, I love pops that have things in their hands. He has a shovel. It really leads to that illusion of movement. So number 5, Ed. Number 4. Number 4 comes from Pop Movies as well. This is Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation. I really enjoy this pop because it's a heavy pop. It's, pops are collectibles as it is, but this one really comes across that way. It just is very heavy, very well put together, well made, and it just is a really super quality pop figure, and I love the fact that he has that mug in his hand there. Very faithful representation, and one of my favorite pops of the year. Number 3. Number 3 is a pop from a while ago. I haven't really talked too much about it, but it's from Avengers Age of Ultron. This is Iron Man Unmasked. Now, this was a kind of a controversial pop figure in that it was technically an exclusive, but it was an exclusive from that you could get from Amazon. But most of the Amazon pops, including this one, did not have the sticker on it. So a lot of collectors really had an issue with this pop because there was no sticker. But as far as pops go, I love, this is the first in the Marvel series to really be in motion, literally in motion. You see Iron Man, he's blasting his ice or whatever to take flight. This is actually a maskless version of the regular Mark 43, which we have as well. I dig the unmasked one over the regular Iron Man just because I think he looks cool. There was some complaints too that a lot of these heads of these guys are really similar. You know, Iron Man looks similar to Hawkeye, which looks similar to Ant-Man. But I just really love the look of this pop, and I love the fact that he's in motion blasting off. So, number 3, Iron Man Unmasked. Number 2. All right, number 2 comes from us from the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty Box, and that is the Chrome Phasma. Now, Captain Phasma in the Chrome version, it's just an amazing looking pop in the fact that the character in the movie has this chrome look to him, or to her, but she really shines in this pop version. The regular version is kind of dull and looks fine, but this one just stands out so much. There's been some other chrome versions. You know, we talked about the chrome Darth Vader, chrome, the various chrome C-3POs, which look great, chrome TIE Fighter pilot, but this one is just incredible as far as how shiny it is, and how great it looks with the cape and everything. So Captain Phasma Chrome from Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty comes in at number 2. Number 1. All right, my favorite pop of 2015 really needs no introduction, and honestly, this is a lot of people's favorite pop of the year, and you guessed it, it is. And I had to take this out of the box because this guy does not belong sitting in a box. It is Iron Man Hulkbuster from the first Marvel Collector Corps that came out early this year. This last year in 2015. The thing about this pop figure, it's not just oversized, and it's really not that much bigger, honestly, than a regular pop. So it's not just that it's oversized, but I mean, really, really look at it closely and look at the detail in this pop. I mean, is this a pop figure or is it a statue? Because it just looks incredible. Look all the way down to the back. You know, the back nobody's going to see, right? But it's so detailed and so incredible looking. It still retains that bobblehead style of Marvel, but just looks incredible. You can look at it over and over again and see different little details that you didn't notice before. So, no brainer for this one. This is one of the prized pieces in my pop collection, and that is the Hulkbuster. So Hulkbuster number 1. All right, that's it for my top 5. I'm looking forward to what comes out in 2016. There's already some great pops out in preview form online. You can see them. New wave of Star Wars. The Captain America Civil War pops have just been put out as far as their pictures go, and they look amazing. I can't wait for them to come out. I'm going to go broke with these pops this year because they just look awesome. So it's going to be another great year for pop figures, and that was just my top 5, but I could have picked a whole lot of different pop figures, and you're going to see some of these pop figures come up. The other thing is, another thing I didn't want to include in my top 5 would be figures that I haven't talked about or previewed yet. So there's quite a few pops that were released in 2015 that I'm going to go over this week, and you'll see that could have very easily included in my top 5 for 2015. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed our look at some of my favorite pop figures from last year. Look forward to what we got coming up this year. As always, make sure that you check out our social media pages. We've got giveaways on Twitter, Facebook, and the big giveaway for the 6 Batman Pops is still going on. You have till the 15th to get your submissions in. I've got just already a ton of entries. It's going to be fun to pick the winner because it's going to be among just a ton of entries, and I can't wait to total them up and see how many we've got. So enter that before the 15th of the month, and you'll be good to go on that. Other than that, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.